Welcome and thank you for ordering the Covert Social Press theme. Now before you continue, we have an important one-time special offer for new members only. This is optional, but you're only ever going to see this video once, so please pay attention. If you snooze, you lose. How would you like to gain an almost unfair advantage over everyone else? Well, now you can when you put your profits in overdrive with the too powerful to make public advanced features of the Covert Social Content plugin. The Covert Social Content plugin has been specifically designed to maximize your profits from using the Covert Social Press theme. But before I show you how, we need to get two things straight. When we say too powerful to make public, we mean it. In order to make this exclusive and as effective as possible for you, this offer will only ever be available to existing members. We also want to be completely honest with you. We are going to offer this plugin as a standalone product later on at a recurring monthly cost. So if you leave this page, this offer and the low one-time early bird price you see below will be gone forever. This is a true one-time offer. And with that out of the way, let's take a look at what the Covert Social Content plugin can do and how it can increase your profit and save you a lot of time and work. You now have your hands on one of the most powerful WordPress themes ever created. And even better, you have an unlimited license for the theme, both for your own use and for building sites for clients. You could literally build hundreds, even thousands of profit-pulling social bookmarking sites using the Covert Social Press themes. But who has the time to create or even find content for that many blogs? Nobody. And that's why we decided to create this powerful plugin for you. Covert Social Content is auto-blogging on steroids and then some. It's designed to grab quality content from Google News, Google Blog Search and any RSS feed. Auto-blog them on your social press sites in a way that both your visitors and Google will love. So you don't have to write or curate a single post ever. But action speaks louder than words, so let me show you exactly what's under the hood, how Covert Social Content works, and what it can do for you. And in order to do that, I'm going to head over to my Eurozone Crisis site here and show you how the plugin works. Now the first thing I want to show you here is that these three posts here and anything on the later pages here, I have bookmarked and added manually. These posts here are auto-blocked by the Covert Social Content plugin. Now can you see the difference? No, I thought not. It looks exactly as good as the manually posted ones. And let's have a look at how easy this is to use and set up. So I head in here and I go into my Covert Social Content plugin, and this is the main settings page for it. And anything on this page you only have to set up once. The first thing you do is you enter your keywords here, and you can enter an unlimited amount of keywords, as many as you want. I believe it's 10 in here, but you could add 100 if you wanted, or even 1,000. Then you set your post creation, and you can choose whether the auto blog post should be published immediately or saved to draft if you want to edit them or have some extended quality control. Completely up to you. The plugin can automatically create tags for your post based on the title of what it's pulling in. If it cannot find an image in the post it's bookmarking, it can grab a screenshot of the page and use that instead. And that's what you see here. So these four posts here, it was able to grab an image from the site. These two over here, there was no proper image to grab, so it posted a screenshot of the content instead, and as you can see, that looks just as good. And it does that on complete autopilot. You can set an initial like count for the posts you pull in to make them look even more real. And you can set this to whatever you want. I have it set here to randomly give it between 2 and 10 likes when they pull something in. You could do between 100 and 200 or whatever you want here, or even set them to 0 if you want to start every post from 0 and keep it completely real. You can choose who should be posting your articles, and here you'll have a list of all your users, and you can easily create random names here. Some first names and last names here, and I'll tell it to create 5 random authors. It has now done that, and they have been added to the list here, and I can now select that I want these 5 to be the ones who post my Autoblog content. And that is all you have to do to set up the general settings here. You only have to do this once. Then you can head into the individual modules, and for this example I'm going to use the Google News search module. So you can go in here, and this is how easy it is to set up a feed. You just click on add a new feed, then you name your feed whatever you want. This is just for your own use. We're just going to go with Eurozone crisis. You pick one of your keywords. All your keywords will be listed here. You pick one. I'll pick that one. You can choose which region of Google News to use. I'll use UK from this one. Whether you want the results sorted by relevance or date. And this is pretty clever. This is your which categories to put it in. You can choose this one, and it will automatically put your Autoblog content into a category that matches the keyword. So in this case, Eurozone crisis. And if there's no category on your blog that matches that keyword, it will create one automatically. And you have some other options here to put it into random categories or into all of your selected categories. But I'm going to go with that one. And then I set it to active autoblogging. Select how many posts I want to create. Let's say I want to create between 1 and 3 posts every 24 hours. I create the feed, and as you can see here, this is now active and creating between 1 and 3 posts every 24 hours. If you go back to my settings page, you'll see here that the next run of the autoblogging modules is scheduled at 9:56 p.m. For me here, and that's in just over an hour for me. But what I'll do is click the Run Now button to force it to run now, just so you can see that it posts some content. So I've now posted Run Now, and there should be at least 1 new post here, since I set it to post between 1 and 3. And it actually posted 3. That was the random setting. As you can see, it did 2 where it could pull the image. This one it couldn't find an image on. So right now it's generating a preview screenshot like the one down here. And this screenshot will have generated in a few minutes. So, and it got the random like count between 2 and 10 as I specified. And that's content on your blog. And right now this one here will now pull in between 1 and 3 posts every 24 hours for this keyword from Google News. And I can go in and add a new feed from Google News using another of my keywords, for example, financial crisis, and set it up just the same. And you can create unlimited amounts of feeds and keywords for Google News. And you would do exactly the same for Google Blog Search as well. Works just the same way. It just, instead of Google News, it trawls Google Blog Search, which is a slightly different kind of content, and it can be good to use both. And you set up a feed in exactly the same way. Takes less than a minute to set up, and it will be auto-blogging that too, and you can have unlimited Google Blog Search feeds as well. And then finally there is the RSS feed module here, which lets you enter a URL for a feed. I have one here that I had saved. So you can find any blog, any site online that has a feed with content you want, put it in there, and then set up if you want to just pull posts from with specific keywords from that feed or everything from that feed, and set it up to autoblog in just the same way as we just did with the new search. And you can of course add an unlimited amount of feeds as well. So really you can with these 3 modules pull in as much content as fast as you want to. Final thing I want to show you in here is that you can also import immediately. And you choose the Google News feed you set up here. This import now is the same for all the modules, but this one is for Google News. So I will do that on the keyword. I'll do the same with the categories. For the import now function, you can have the default settings for generating tags, which is based on the titles. You could override that by having a comma separated list of tags for this specific import. And then you can set how many posts to import. I want to import 2 right now. Select whether they go to published immediately a draft. Published is fine for me. So all I do now is click do import. As you see, 2 new posts have been imported and they will now be live on my blog. So I refresh the page and 2 new posts have shown up here. And the screenshot for this one down here has generated as well. So that is how easy it is to use the Covert Social Content plugin to automatically add quality content from reputable sources to your blog on any topic, and you can have unlimited campaigns for each of the modules and use unlimited keywords. So I just want to take you back to the slides now and show you a little bit more about this, because right now you're probably thinking, what's the Covert Social Content plugin going to cost me? And of course that is a valid question, but it's much less than you think. But first, let's recap what's included. You get the Google News module that I just showed in the example here. You get the RSS feed module, and you get the Google Blog Search module. And each of these 3 modules, you can have unlimited campaigns within each of them, both for auto blocking and for doing the instant import. And you can use unlimited keywords for all of them too. And there are many more modules to come. We're already planning and working on extra content modules from other sources beside these 3. And you get free lifetime updates, so any module we'll release later on, you will get for free. There are of course other auto blocking plugins out there, but they are usually quite expensive and very hard to use. And many of them pull in content you would not be caught dead posting yourself. And they're also not designed to work with the Covert Social Press theme, and that can usually cause some problems. On the other hand, Covert Social Content is super easy to use, as you just saw. It posts quality content that has already been curated and approved by Google, because 2 of the modules in there pulls the things Google thinks are the best content for those keywords. It also eliminates any risk of duplicate content, because it will never post something that has the same source link or the same title twice. It automatically checks for that, so you're safe in that regard too. And most importantly, it's also specifically designed to work with the Covert Social Press theme. And that means that it works right out of the box. Your post will look great, as you just saw, without any need to fiddle with templates, CSS, or any other technobabble. It will just work right after you install it. Obviously, we could charge big bucks for a plugin like this. I mean, it's super powerful and yet super simple to use. And as I said, we will be releasing this later as a recurring monthly product. But right now you can completely bypass any future cost and still get all future modules and updates for free. Because today, from this page only, you can get your hands on the brand new Covert Social Content plugin at the special low early bird price. And for the next few people who order, we will even include multi-site and site flipping license at no extra cost. And that means you can use the plugin on as many of your own blogs as you like, include the plugin on sites you flip or on the sites you build for clients. And since you also have multi-site and site flipping license for the theme, this is perfect for building hundreds, even thousands of autopilot social press sites. So all that's left to do now is to click the button below to secure your copy, and remember, the price below is a one-time offer. So click below and secure your copy now.